That's it. Yeah, straight in. Now the next trick is getting it in. There's so much weed down there. It's clearing the weed for me, which is good news. Good fish actually. Yeah, we're in fourth. This is a good fish. This is much bigger than the other one. Morning folks, I am at the St Ives Chubb stream. On my last video when I signed off I said I might not come out this week because it gets quite busy on the 16th and today is the 16th and I had other things on during the week, but I changed my mind. I just put some gear together, travelling really light. The only bait I've got is cheese paste and bread flake, which was what I had at home, and I've come down to the Chubb stream because it's not fished a lot. 3 years ago I came here on the 16th and caught the best chub that I had caught from this stream, a personal best for the stream, which I think was £3 3 ounces. But then I came the year after and there was clear evidence that most of the spots I fished had already been fished when I arrived. Whether that was someone getting up at the crack of dawn or whether they had been fished before the season started, I don't know. Anyway, that's not the case today. In fact, there's no signs of anyone trying to fish this swim. It's almost inaccessible, and I'm not sure whether it's going to be possible. I've passed some other spots that I would have fished normally, and they look pretty bad as well. So there might not be many spots to fish today, I'm afraid. But I thought I'd come out and sort of cast the line, as they say. It is the 16th, and we can give it a go. My hopes aren't particularly high, but we'll see how we get on, and you never know. You really never know, do you, with fishing? So, that's it. Let's get started, shall we? Okay, I'll give you a tackle breakdown later. As you can see, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. With all these nettles, it's difficult to see where the bank ends. But, yeah. And that's all we need, a swan coming through the swim just as we're going to start. Let's let him pass, shall we? I usually cast down right under the tree, but that's impossible today because basically that branch there is in the way. No early takers. I'll get the bait a bit further down. The bread's come off. I'll get some more bread on. As I say, I really need to get further down, but I can't get a cast because those branches in the tree are overhanging far too much. And the ground's very slippery there and slopey. See if the sort of fluffiness of the bread will take it down a bit. Helps if you take the vine arm off, doesn't it? A number of times I do that. You think I would have learnt by now. Nah, it's in the tree. Sod it. Oh, this could be the end of everything, couldn't it? Start again, sort of thing. I think I've lost the weight off the line. Yeah. Let me try letting a bit of bread down without a weight on. It'll sort of find its own way down then as the weights come off. Before I tackle up again, it's worth a try. Yeah. Yeah, that branch is a problem really. There's a reed down here which is catching my line as I'm trying to cast, just to make life even more difficult. Yeah, now that should float down if I just let it. It's on that flipping reed again. Oh, missed it. That was a really good bite. I bloody missed it. Right, well, you never know, he may try again. May try again. God, what a bloody ball. Okay, well, I'm just giving the swim a rest for a while. I'm not sure that'll work, to be honest. My experience on this stream in the past, if you spook a fish or get a fish out, you don't get a second chance. You don't get another one, or they don't come back. That was such a bite. I mean, say that quiver tip went all the way around. How I missed it, I haven't got the foggiest. But there we go, I did. Anyway, tackle check. I've got my John Wilson Avon quiver, which has got a nice soft glass quiver tip on it. I can't remember the weight of that quiver tip, but it's the most sensitive of the three you get with the rod. I've got a Shimano bait runner, and it's a 5000 RE, which is a bit overkill for rivers, but I bought them years ago when I was fishing lakes, and they work all right. It's just a bit heavy, really. Size 8 Drennan Super Specialist, bit of bread flake, and what you can see on the line there is a stop, which was acting as a weight stop. I had a single 2x SSG shot on there on a loop of line, but that came off when I got caught in the tree. So anyway, I'll go back and have another go, but I think I've blown my chances here and I won't get many today. So anyway, that's what it's all about, isn't it, really? Yeah. I mean, say first day of the season, they're not supposed to be so shy, are they? They're supposed to have lost their wariness, but this one hasn't. Some little pools there, but I'm not sure. I think that's just the water. It's not a sharp pool. Right, we're in, folks. Now, this is the next challenge, getting the thing out, because this is not an easy swim. He's well in the weeds. Yeah, this is... God, pulled the weed up. It's a good fish, actually, I think. This is the next challenge, getting the bloody thing in the net. I can't see anything. Oh, shit. I can't see the bloody net. I think he's in. God. Well, folks, we kept trying and we got there. Hey, first fish of the season. Well, there you go. You just hooked. He's a bit battle scarred. Yeah, a bit bruised and battered. He's not particularly big. If he'd been any bigger, I wouldn't have got him in, I don't think. There we go, folks. Let's see if I can get a bit closer to the camera. There we go. Right, let's get you back because you fought well and it was a bit of a struggle. The net's 3/4 of a pound, so it's about 3 1/4. So I say 2 1/2. Not a bad start. Right, let's see if we can get you back in, which is going to be just as hard as getting you out, I think. This bank's a bit better just here. You can get a bit closer to the water, but I couldn't fish from here because of that branch sticking out. Let's put him in there for a while and get his breath back. So we're netting fish in this stream, it is quite fast. So the stream takes the net, you'll get the fish upstream and sort of let it fall back in, but I couldn't see what I was doing with all the nettles. I think he's alright. I'm going to let him out until he's okay though. He might swim out on his own, but he was beginning like it. Yeah, off he goes. He's gone. Right. This used to be a favourite swim, but look at it now. I mean, say this bank used to be just no growth on it at all. There was hardly any weed. Sorry about the noise, we're right by the bypass. And those bulrushes weren't there. Well, if they were insignificant. Anyway, it's a one-car swim this, because I'm not going to spend too long here, to be honest. We'll get some water on that. It's not heavy enough to cast as far as I want to. I've still got a free line on. I think I'm in the tree, aren't I? Oh, come out, that's good. Right, third time lucky, folks. I want to get on the edge of that raft out there without a weight on it. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, the line's all caught up in the bloody shrubbery. Bugger it. I wanted to lace some line out, but it's all caught up in this bloody shrubbery. That's not where I want it now. Ah, oh, bugger. Good cast, and then get all the line caught up. Let's move over a bit and see if I can get clear of this plant here. That's it. Yeah, get straight in. Now the next trick is getting it in. There's so much weed down there. It's clearing the weed for me, which is good news. It's good fish, actually. Yeah, we're in fourth. This is a good fish. This is much bigger than the other one. As I say, if they're there, they don't hang around, do they? God, Jesus Christ. I don't really need the unhooking mat. There's so much soft grass here, but we'll use it. Yeah, it's a nice fish. There's the hook, just inside the lip. Hold on, I have to go and get the forceps, I can't quite reach it. That's it. Right, let's just quickly weigh you and get you back. I think you're a bit bigger than the last one. As I say, I haven't compensated for the... Right, so it's about 4 1/4. So I've got to take 12 ounces. So 12 ounces off, so that's 3 1/2. Yeah, it's definitely a better fish, isn't it? Oh yeah. Let's just hold you up to the camera, shall we? Covered in pondweed, or whatever it is, but it don't matter. There we go. 3 1/2 pounds. Well, let's put you back. You recover a bit. That's my... Oh God, he's recovered all right. Jesus, this is my personal best for this stream. Yeah, all right. Diving into the net. There you are, you're out. Gone. Well, I wasn't going to fish here because it was so difficult, but it turned out to be worth it. Well folks, today has gone better than I expected, to be honest. After I missed that first cracking bite in my first swim, I thought, oh, that's it. Probably the last chance gone, but I stuck at it, and that, I'm not sure if it's the same chub. I don't think there were many chub down there, to be honest. It might have been. He took again in the end, or another one took, whatever, but struggled to get in. Always is in this place. It's really difficult to fish. Next spot I tried, next couple of spots I tried, didn't work out, even though I'd caught chub in both of them before. And then I came back to that spot by the bypass. Used to be a favourite of mine, but it is so weedy now. It is so overgrown, both the banks and the river. I sort of said it was a one cast try, and that's all I really needed. I mean, so I had a couple of casts because I mucked up the first one or two, but then once I got it in the right place, that chub didn't hesitate, bang, straight away. And it at 3 1/2 pound, that beats the best I've had out of this stream. My previous was 3.3, I think. A lovely fish, yeah. So anyway, I'm sitting under a tree at the moment. It's got pretty hot, and I'm just sitting under a tree for a while. I'm going to have some lunch. It's only 11, 11:15, but I'm going to have some lunch. And then there's a spot just here, which I'm not too hopeful about. And then maybe one more going back towards the end of the meadow, or the start of the meadow as it is. But and that'd be it. I'll probably pack up and go home because it's getting quite hot. I've got a top on that's really too thick for today, but this weather's been so up and down, you really never know what to do you? Anyway, I'm going to have something to eat, and then I'll try 1 or 2 more spots and see what happens. Yeah. I have caught a chub from here before, but many years ago. And subsequent attempts have not produced anything, so... But it's always worth a try, isn't it? You've got to remember, this is the first day of the season, so... Now the trick is here, to get in between those streamers, which you may not be able to see, to be honest. No, that's no good. don't know if I turn like that you may sound better. If I get on the left hand one I can pull it off perhaps. Yeah, and just let it go down in between the streamer and see what happens. This is the venue where I made my very first video back in 2020, and my video and equipment then consisted of an iPhone, just an iPhone. And on that occasion I caught, I'm not sure, I think I caught a couple of chub. I'm not sure I caught one from here. But this swim looked as much different to it is now. It was really open. You know, there was no sort of growth on the bank. It was almost like it was a prepared swim. Sorry about the rod bumping up and down a lot, but I'm holding it. There's no practical way of setting it up in rod rests. But if you get a chub bite, they're usually fairly distinctive. Well, nothing immediately. A bit clamp. It's right in between the streamers, so if there's any there, I think they would have gone for it. There's another gap further out on the far bank, but if I try casting into that, the line's going to be across the streamers and I'm not sure that'll work. Anyway, it's worth a try. As I say, I have caught from here before, but that looked like a little touch. There are other fish in here, of course, and not just chub in here. I'm sure there's quite a few dace and a few roach, and so it's quite possible something else is nibbling at the bread. But the quarry today is chub. That's the big chunks of bread. It's quite amazing really, those two fish, both caught on free line. The only end tackle was a hook, an 8 hook. There's one more spot, just a little further along, I'll make it a try. I don't think there's anything down there. There's a big risk of losing tackle in these streamers. No. I think if there was a chub down there and if I hadn't spooked it, which I don't think I would have done because it's way down from me and I'm behind all this cover here. As I say, it's just a piece of bread. It's not as if there's any lead or anything going in. I don't think that's going to do anything. Oh, bread's come off. Right, we're going to try the other spot. My second camera, the remote one, is very low on battery, so I've not put it on here, so you won't get an overview. Yeah, whatever battery's left, I'm saving just in case I get another fish and I want to take a picture of the fish. So This is really challenging, this swim. And if I do get a chub on, I think the chances of getting it in are pretty remote, I think. But we'll have a go. Three-line flake again. The trick is knowing where the chub are, because if you know where they are and you don't scare them, they usually go for it. Getting a bit of a backache here. Standing's not good for me. Nah. Snagged up in weed, I think. Put it under that bush on the far bank there, if I can. As I say, it's really a matter of... that wasn't very good, it caught the bushes down there as I can't. It's really a matter of thinking like Chubb and where they would be. It's not really where I wanted to be, actually. I wanted to be more under the bush. It's a very difficult cast. That's better. Trouble is the flow takes it away. No, nothing doing, I don't think. I'm starting to get very, very hot. I think there's one more spot I may try, and then probably call it, and yeah. Well, folks, I did attempt to sign off down by the stream, but the words weren't coming out. I was absolutely exhausted. I think I overdone it, to be honest. Plus the heat, I'm overdressed. This top's quite thick. It said about 22, but I think it may have got a bit hotter than that. Anyway, as I say, I did attempt to sign off down there, but I'm in the car now and I'm just sitting down and recuperating. It was a bit of a test for me today because I've been struggling quite a lot lately, and I wasn't sure how a roving session on the stream would work out. It was okay for the first couple of hours, and probably because of the temperature increase, just towards the end I was feeling absolutely shattered, and as I say, I just wanted to get back and sit in the car for a while, cool down. So yeah, that's why I'm doing it here basically. Anyway, going back to the fishing, I was more than pleased with what happened today. It's a challenging stream, and over the years I fished it for about 5 years, and the weed growth in the streams got worse and worse, and the bankside vegetation's got thicker and thicker, and every time I fish it seems to get more difficult in the summer. But I do like my summer chubbing, you see. So anyway, I missed an absolute cracking bite in that first swim. I'm sure it'll come out on the camera. You would have seen it by now, because this is the end of the video, so to speak. And I didn't think I would have another chance, and it went on a bit. I had quite a few casts, but in the end I did get another take, and that was the first chub. A couple of other spots didn't pan out. Well, I caught chub before, but not today. And then I took a chance on that sort of pool down by the bypass, which I used to really like as a swim, but well, you will have seen. And under the raft to the right, by the overhanging bushes and trees, obvious chub spot, and I plopped a bit of bread in there, and that chub didn't mess about at all, which banged straight away, and a bit of a struggle to get it out, to be honest. Anyway, that was my 3.5 pounds. That's the best I've had out of that stream. The best before that was, I think, 3.3. So the subsequent swims didn't produce, and I was getting hotter and hotter, and I should have really packed up a bit earlier, I think. But anyway, in the end it all came right, I suppose, other than me being shattered. So as usual, thank you for watching. Thanks for the likes. Thanks to the subscribers. I've picked up a few more, mainly after my last video with that tent. It seems to have gone, I don't know if I can use the word viral, because it certainly isn't viral, but I've certainly had a lot more views on that video than I normally get on my videos, so it obviously struck a chord. Yeah, so thanks to everybody, subscribers obviously, and anybody else would like to subscribe, you'll then know when the next video is coming up. Yeah, and I'm not sure what the next, well, I do know what the next video is, because I'm going away this weekend with my son for the weekend, and we're staying at a fishing lake, and he's not really an angler. I gave him some tackle a little while ago, but he didn't pursue it. But we're going to fish together for a father-son weekend, so that will be the next video. Yeah, be fun. Right, that's it for now. I've chatted for far too long, but I'm sitting here just recovering, really. Yeah, thanks again. Bye for now, and cheers.